Hello and welcome to Fashion Report Friday, the weekly video series trying to get you the most MGP humanly possible from the Fashion Report minigame every Friday when judging begins for the minigame. This is week 298 and the theme is Imagining Peace. The individual clues include brain over brawn for our helm, love and peace for our chest, pretty in pantaloons for our legs, and shod with sandals for our feet. In this video we have a 100 score and the easiest 80 possible. For the 100 score, get yourself over to Gwalta or any other low-level city-state armor vendor. I went to the Steps of Thal here. You can also craft this with Goldsmith, but off of Gwalta you can get the 365 gil, the brass spectacles. Alternatives that will work include many spectacles, including silver spectacles, mithril spectacles, gold spectacles, and the pint knees. Obviously the brass ones are the cheapest, they're vendor purchased and usable by the majority of people. For the chest piece, no doubt you will probably have imagined that the only item that will work for a 100 in this slot is the Peace Lovers shirt. You can get this obviously from a Peace Lovers attire, which you might have to get from a market board if you haven't got it already. There are no alternatives to this slot. For the legs, I went for the Rami trousers of scouting. This is something I picked up for my ninja from Norlays, the NPC in the Pillars of Ishgard in the Jeweled Grosier. It'll cost you just over 12,000 gil, and of course you could craft this with Leatherworker if you wanted. Alternatives whilst we're here include the Rami trousers of striking as well as the Rami trousers of aiming. Those will also both work, and again from the same vendor. For the feet, I went for the leather sandals. These are very easily obtained for 115 gil from a low-level city-state armor vendor, such again as Gwalta in the Steps of Thal. He seems to be my go-to for this year. Obviously, you can craft these with Leatherworker if you would prefer, but of course, very easily purchased from a vendor. For the easiest possible 80 then, it should come as no surprise that we're combining two of the items from the 100 that are the easiest to get, such as the leather sandals and the brass spectacles, both of which purchase from low-level city-state armor vendors, such as Gwalta, and since the spectacles cost just over 350 gil, I think 355, and the feet cost 115, that brings us to just over 400, nearer to 500 gil to get an 80 points. Make sure you have something equipped in every slot, and the brass spectacles and the leather sandals equipped. You'll get an 80 score. Very simple this week. Thanks once again to the Reddit thread and everybody around the world who theorizes this and posts their Fashion Report results on Twitter and things like that. It is incredibly helpful and makes videos like this possible. Much love. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I'll see you all next time. Much love.